Hey everybody, it's Ryan from Pi Records, and I'm here with the cool guys from the Terrorsurfs. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are all coming all the way from Birmingham, England. Why don't you introduce yourselves and what instruments you play?
I'm Birmingham. I play bass and do some grungy vocals, limited WR.
I'm Jaguar and I play guitar and do some shouty vocals.
I'm the Reverend Tonto, and I also play guitar. And
Awesome.
Drummer King Aldo, as Carl said, is jetted off to Mallorca today to sit in the sun. Although I just have 17 degrees over there, so it serves him right. Probably warmer in England.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you guys got started and how long you've been playing.
take it away.
Yeah, take that.
All of us have been playing since we kids, I think. But
It's not long ago.
Yeah,
long,
no.
long with some.
yeah, and for me, Turf, I recorded an album in 2009 with another band called the Terrorsurfs, and eventually that got released, and we sort of parted company with Terrorsurfs.
It got sore.
It got a bit sore, yeah. So I got my right-hand man, Batman, on the bass, because we played in loads of different bands years and years and years since we were kids.
That's it for school.
Back in
Since
their
we were at
day.
school, yeah, during the war.
Riding around on bunnings, being in bands together.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we got on bass, and then we had Terrorsurfs drummer, Mr. TT Shaker, who's no longer with us, unfortunately,
Yeah.
on drums.
Rusty soul.
And then eventually we realised we needed another guitar. So we got the Reverend Tonto,
That's where I came in.
and we have the back since.
Seventh. No, that was like when we see him.
Yes,
The people think like
Thank you.
there's a very good guitar.
very good. Yes, very
Cool. So where did you get your inspiration for the horror aspect of surf music? I know there's a ton of bands doing it, but what makes yours special besides the cool makeup?
Yeah, well,
What makeup?
then again,
This is how we look.
this is, we were all in a horrific accident. I mean, no, we weren't. No.
Afterward.
I had a top bag on.
It's just a cool sort of it's something different. I think it's just something a little bit different to the four guys, rocking out on stage. Something different to rock out, and it's something I wouldn't say original, but it's more original than maybe
Yeah, just
the next band in town.
Turning up in a suit and trying to look snazzy.
Yeah.
Now it's still different, but your aesthetic reminds me of the Mummies. Were you guys inspired by the Mummies in some way?
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of these current surf bands now kind of, influenced by all these other older bands. Somebody has to do it first. You go back to like Screaming or something we used to have over here, and he used to, wear all the Dracula kind of makeup, out of a coffin, and all that kind of stuff. So Alice Cooper, it's all been done before. So
Yeah.
it's just it's the most, maybe it's the funkiest version of what's been done before.
Well, I didn't mean to say it didn't sound original, because you guys definitely have great makeup and great music. I was listening to your music, and I really enjoyed it. The last two albums you did. You want to talk about what went into making those?
a collective artistic soul went into it.
Sweat and beers.
But I think we all come from slightly different angles of what we like. We like a lot of grunge, we like a lot of metal, we like a lot of punk, we like some prog stuff. It's anything really, to be honest with you. That sort of thing all goes into the mix of that thing to make it, because there's that many different types of surf. You get your standard surf, your trad, your jazz surf, everything different. It's ours just happens to be the coming together of everything we like into the surf genre, I think. So that's what makes it.
Yeah.
You know, I think.
Yeah, try to make something a bit different.
Awesome.
I mean, there's a few surf punk bands out there, so yeah, like I say, just making something a bit original. And
the thing that's yours, isn't it? The thing that's fun about it, and the thing that's great about it, is that when you do the track, you think if there hadn't been the four of us, if the four wasn't there, it wouldn't have been that particular track. It would have might have been something like it, but it's the four of you giving your part to it that makes the whole thing come together.
Yeah, like the last album, the Terrorsurfs album, is different because it's more of him playing guitar on it. Because the first album wasn't he wasn't on the first album, but the last thing was much more. A couple of tracks I don't even play on, so it's put it that way. You've got different.
I just like kick-ass riffs.
Yeah. So that's
fast and fun, and technically challenging as well. You know,
there's nothing like it, when you're playing a band. The best thing about playing in a band is when you're writing something in a studio or wherever you are. When it clicks and when that idea becomes a thing, and you all go, "Oh, that's pretty good. That's keep doing that bit and that bit," and it's just the best feeling to create something that
you just bounce off each other.
Yeah, something that you would probably go and buy if you hadn't done it. If you heard that somewhere else, you go, have you heard that? It's wicked. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. Well, speaking of recording, your recording sounds super clean, and I'm interested in knowing how you recorded that. Where and what gear did you use to record that?
Yeah,
Which is definitely Alvaro's thing, because that's what he
That's
has.
his forte.
He does. He's a sound engineer as well as a musician. He's a marvelous man.
It's his bread and butter.
Studio, and we always record there.
Yeah, I'm in the Zoo studio in near Tamworth, near Birmingham, and I think when I did the first surf thing, the Terrorsurfs, it was more kind of trying to make it sound like a 60s record by being a bit less technical. So a bit lo-fi, yeah. And then, but I think you guys make your own stamp on it. So the Terrorsurfs is cleaner. It's cleaner. So it's like hopefully it's a really well recorded, but also
You don't lose the power and the feel. So if you get the power and the feel, and then hear everything that's going on, that's what you're aiming for, isn't it?
I think surf bands record in their own rehearsal rooms, or they'll record on a laptop, or whatever it's called. But a lot of them now, it does sound a little bit like you've recorded in your rehearsal room. And because we've got the opportunity to make it as good as we possibly can, then that's what we do. You know, if we didn't have a studio, we'd do the same thing probably.
Yeah.
Recording in here or wherever, you know.
There's just no limit.
Yeah. So
a lack of skill. No limits.
No limits.
So tell me a little bit about your gear. What is your amps and guitars of choice?
Do you want to go first, Tom?
How many guitars is it now that you've got?
I know. I don't know how
He's
many
got so many
guitars.
guitars. He doesn't know how many guitars he's got.
It's one of them.
What do
He
you
lives in a house made of guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mahogany.
Personally, to get this out, you need a spring reverb tank. You need a spring reverb unit. To be honest, Yeah, that's how I achieved my sound anyway. And bands are always good. It doesn't really matter. Like the last gig we did, I played through Orange County Terror with the spring reverb. That does me. I use anything. You get your main sound from the reverb, so you could use any amp.
Yeah.
And then I just use the Jazzmaster.
Okay,
I
cool.
think the pickups sound really good.
I think on the new album that's not out yet, which is coming out later on in the year, it's got Jazzmaster, it's got the Jaguar.
Yeah.
From before you had the Jazzmaster.
And the Vox Phantom
The Vox
copy as
Phantom.
well, yeah.
And it's got my Dan Electro. So there's lots of different.
I'm trying to take old gear so I can get like the original sound. But yeah, some of it doesn't stand up to rigorous playing as fast as we play.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah. There's quite a lot of different amps on this new record. Just
Awesome.
trying different things.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so tell me about the new record. When did you record it, and will you be putting it out yourselves?
It's coming out on Sharawaji.
Oh,
Same as all
awesome.
the other we do. Yeah.
We did it about a year ago, year and a half ago. Was it? No, last year we sort of done it in. We tend to do 2 or 3 tracks at a time. Maybe work on them for a couple of weeks, couple of months, depending on what we're all doing. Then gradually get them together till we've got the amount that feels the right songs, the right amount of songs to say, yeah, that'll do it. And but when we've waited that long, in fairness, that we've put a couple of tracks out on a couple of compilations, and then written some new ones to fit into the album again.
Yeah. We had the album done and finished, ready to go, and then people were asking for other tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that, put them on this compilation, wrote more, put them on the album, took them off. So yeah.
It's been a bit like with the 10-inch split coming out with the Surf Aliens.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, so 3 of the tracks that we put on there were originally on the album. And we did another 2 tracks for. I watched your interview with Lost Baby Dolls.
All right.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned the CD had the T-shirt, the Rebel Waves.
I'll ask for about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so we recorded 2 tracks for that. That's an awesome compilation.
Yeah, go out and buy that. It's awesome.
That was during lockdown time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we did that, and then then we did a couple of tracks for the Tonto album, the Gospel According to the Reverend Tonto, and somehow we still ended up with an album's worth of stuff, didn't we?
Yeah, because we've also done the Elvis, Little Sister track for an Elvis compilation. Elvis,
Yeah.
and then we did a Christmas one from Halloween Christmas one as well.
Yeah, two of them. Yeah.
So how many total tracks do you have for the new album?
It's 12.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, 12.
So that'll be on Sharawaji.
Yeah.
Are you getting? I'm guessing you're getting CDs made.
Yeah. I mean, the trouble at the moment is getting vinyl. As you probably know, there's such a wait and such a backlog.
Yeah.
We're trying to get it in now for sort of Christmas period. It's taking that long.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it in before August, then you've got all the major labels putting all their old crap in,
Re-release it.
Yeah. But all the old stuff being reissued.
And
Yeah.
it looks crap.
I heard Mike moved back to the UK because of the lockdown in where was he? Japan.
Hong Kong, yeah.
So you guys got to work closely with him when he came back?
Yeah, well, we did a gig.
With XTC.
Yeah, we played a show with XTC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, February, yeah.
February, yeah. And Mike came up to that, and he brought a few bits of merch with him, and he was selling t-shirts and CDs, and he's really good at that.
Vinyl
And
stuff,
vinyl and
episodes and iBerries, weren't it?
yeah, he just got a couple of new albums that he had, vinyl albums, so he was selling a few of those. It was good to. It's the first time Tonto had met him as
Yeah,
well,
absolutely amazing guy.
so
Really nice.
that was cool.
He's a really hard worker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's here for another, I think another couple of weeks maybe, and then he's back to Hong Kong, and then I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
He's an international man of mystery.
He really,
Everywhere.
really supports the surf scene. He puts out so much great music, and it's great to see you hooked up with him because of the quality of your music. It's really you put a lot of thought into it, and I really enjoyed listening to it. It wasn't it was fresh to my ears, and I really liked the sound. But I do want to ask you, what's curious to me is what makes you choose between a Jazzmaster and a Jaguar for a song?
Ooh. It's got to be the pickups. Definitely the pickups. Because the Jaguars are like traditional single coils, but the other ones, the Jazzmaster ones, are like a wider coil, so they look like a big baritone, but they're like compressed down. But I just like the sound.
I think the Jazzmaster is
The surf guitar.
it is the surf guitar.
Yeah.
A lot of the bands played Stratocasters in the old days. Big Dale played a Stratocaster. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you listen to a message, you know it's a Jazzmaster.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a great sound.
Awesome. Well, is there anything you guys would like to add or talk about that I haven't mentioned?
Okay. Have you seen it? Have you seen? A few Cheryl Hardy things to show you.
Oh wow!
We got the Terrorsurfs.
Oh, that Bob Dylan video. This is.
Yeah, this is about the video for surf. Yeah, we got the Jacucos. We've got King Ghidorah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chewbacca's from Spain.
I love the
All
Chewbacca's.
these, yeah, water bosses. We've got the Ivories, Jagloons,
The Jagaloons.
Black Valley Moon. All
Classic album.
I put out a Black Valley Moon 7-inch.
sorry.
I put out a Black Valley Moon 7-inch.
Oh, yeah, great. But all these, it's good to be on a label with all these amazing surf bands. It is pretty amazing. But what else do we want to add? We've done our plug.
Yeah. We're playing with XTC again in July.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
In our
awesome.
hometown.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They're in America at the moment, don't they?
Yeah,
Doing a tour over there.
Yeah.
touring over there.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much. It was really a pleasure to talk to you, and thank you for your efforts in getting on the show and being patient. I know we booked this a long time ago, and I've been waiting for it ever since. And I love the shirt you sent me, and not only in this interview, but I wore it in other interviews too. So I'm trying to spread the word.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, you have a great day, guys. I guess night is more like it, right?
Yeah.
Evening. Yeah.
Evening, yeah.
Okay, have a
Thank
great
you.
night, guys.
Big chap.
You too.